and welcome to PMC English. I'm your host Idris and with me is
Ayushi.
and today we have a very special guest in the studio. It's gonna be a very special interview today because the person who is in the studio, she has really understood the meaning of life. And when we talk about life, it's not about material life, it's the actual life. She knows how to actually know ourselves and reach to our real goals. She has left the material world in a way and she has taken a path which is very spiritual and divine. She is no other than Gaumata ji. Namaskar.
Namaste.
A very warm welcome to our studio, ma'am.
Namaste.
And so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm privileged to be with you.
First thing that we are interested in is how did your journey start?
It was a divine will, that's how I can put it first. And with the blessings of the forefathers and the Vaishnava Parampara I belong to, we belong to the Sri Ramanuja Parampara, which is also known as Sri Vaishnavism, established by all the 12 Alvars, and our forefathers have been protecting the Sri Perumbattur. They belong to the royal family of the Krishna Devaraya, and when Krishna Devaraya had come to Kanchipuram to bring back all our lost temples from the Mughals, he wanted to re-establish. These people came with him and they were totally involved in, taking care of Sri Perumbattur, being the birthplace of Ramanujacharya. So they dedicated their lives there. I belonged to that family because I was married into that family, and my parents were, my father belonged to a Vaishnava family, my mother also belonged to a Vaishnava family. And my father was, though he belonged to that, he was educated as a mining engineer, and he was posted, he was the first gold medalist from a mining college in India in Asansol, Dhanbad. He was named Devarajulu, Bhuma Sanjeevi Devarajulu, and he was appointed as the manager of mines in 1952. And it so happened I was born to them. And my journey started at a very young age. Once when a function was there, they made me sit as Krishna. That's what my father had told me. And all the ladies club members, all my mother and they were all gopis dancing around. He could see at the age of 3.5 that I was not moving, sitting as it is for almost 20 minutes or so. So he found that something is there, that she is different. As a child you won't sit, no, you will be looking there, here or getting up. So there's something, so he got me to get into the spiritual. He was my first guru, that's what I have to tell. So to see something from you and make you tread that path, you need somebody to push you there. And it so happened, he put me into studying Sanskrit. At that age, he got tutors for me to learn Sanskrit. Then he put me into dance, Bharatanatyam. Then the best teachers from disciples of Vazhavur Ramaya Pillai in Tamil Nadu, Bharatanatyam, they used to come from Tiruvadai Marudur to Neyveli to teach me. And later on, he put me into Kalakshetra after I grew little bigger in the hostel. Then he used to take me, because we had, Neyveli is a cosmopolitan, Neyveli Lignite Corporation, where you take coal and make thermal power. So it is a central government thing. So he took me, it was very exposed to the Western culture, our Indian, all states of people from India used to work there. So we were in a configuration of people from all over the states, all the cultures. We had Telugu Samiti, we had Kerala Samaj, we had every Samaj there, So we had a configuration of all things. And we had the Adhyatmic also, like we had Sankaracharya Mat and Vaishnava Mat, everything. We used to go learn. And Satya Sai Baba bhajans, I learnt all my bhajans going to Satya Sai Baba, classes that this thing. So it was that initial stages. I was learning a lot. I don't know why I am learning, but I was imposed to learn. And my father was so this thing that he made us, he gave us no time in between. He saw that we were always committed to something, made sure after school this is your thing, only you will have changing times, then again another class, it will be either Veena class or dance class or sports class, anything of that sort. You have to be occupied until you are up and you are awake and you are going to sleep. So that made us little stronger, and we were four siblings totally. I am the eldest of all, and I have two more sisters and a brother. My father is Devarajulu and my mother is Kanchanamala Naidu. We are titled as Naidus in South India. That's how it all started. And my father used to take me to one Swamiji. He was a very highly spiritual person. Later on, I came to know about His Highness. At that time, I don't know. He was known as Swami Jnananandagiri of Tapovan at Tirukkoilur, that is in Tamil Nadu, close to Neyveli. He used to take us there often because our neighbors used to go there. We used to accompany with them. And he used to call me as a child and made me sit on his lap, and he used to feed me fruits from the Krishna. He had a Krishna temple. He had a big Shiva temple, everything, but he had a small Krishna temple. He used to tell his disciple, go get the fruit from the Krishna temple, and he used to feed me. I remember that. And that was my beginning of sadhus. Then I used to visit Ramana Maharishi ashram a lot, the great renowned soul. Then we were very close to Vadalur, close to Neyveli, just 5 kilometers. And Vadalur, he is also Jyoti, like he is become a Jyoti with the Shiva. So, lot of South Indians know about him. Like this, all these things. And Sai Baba, my father was following Satya Sai. He was the president, state president and all. So we had all, and Satya Sai Baba has blessed me. He put his hand on my head and said, "Ee talli bangaru talli," in Telugu. He used to speak in Telugu. So that is how it all starts. And my grandfather saw that I was always first in class. So my mother still has my progress reports. So it was always hundreds. And so this is how, as a child, I grew up. And my great grandmother, she gave us a lot of love, because my mother belongs to a very agriculture family from Velur side of Tamil Nadu. Later on, I was in Kalakshetra, the school of dance by Rukmini Arundel, and I was studying in Annie Besant. After I was little older, they put me there. Then after that again, Rukmini Arundel, you know about her. She is a famous personality. And she had so much confidence in me that I would also one day take care of her institute. But I don't know. She used to hold my hand and tell, "You are very nice, sweet. You learn everything. So you will be capable of taking care of all this." So then later on, I came back to Neyveli and studied my last 3 years of schooling there in Jawahar Higher Secondary School. It taught us a lot of confidence, and we were a group of students. In those classes, we had very little student capacity. We were 9 in each group. Still we have our group meet. Yesterday also I had a meet. And so it was like, 9 students and the tutor, you have more interaction. And we were all taught in a very nice way that we understand everything. Nothing was imposed on us. We were understanding it and we were getting. So that is how we can flare up. And so that was the basics, the strong foundation we have to do. That is why I have to tell all these things. Now the children, in the beginning itself, they are imposed that you become this, you become that. We were never ever told, you become a doctor or you become an engineer. No. We were just taught, this is how you have to live. And because Sanskrit was given to me at a very early age, I think my intellect sharpens. Sanskrit is a tool to sharpen your whole system. Because the vowels and the words, the mantras, everything, when you use it, it enhances your level of thinking, your level of capacity to, get anything and to deliver it. So Sanskrit, people now, they don't understand the value, but now Western culture people have accepted that, they have imposed it into their curriculum all over the world. But I wish our Indian children again take track to that. Okay, and that's how. Then later on, I was not with the this thing of my dad. My grandmother wanted to see me married very young. So I was married to a devotional family who belonged to the Vijayanagara. That is how I was connected to that family at the age of 16 and a half. Though it was not the wish of my dad, he wanted me to become a big doctor or something or like that. But he had to give in because he respect. See, there also we learn. They respected the words of the elders. It is all a learning everywhere. We think, oh, my dad this wrong. No, it has to happen. And they showed that elders have to be respected at any time. So there are certain things. He taught us one thing: honest and hard work will take you to your goal. Nothing beyond that. You honestly accept what you have to do. Work honest, dedicate yourself, and
so as I understand,
work. Hard work is needed.
Spiritual journey in a way started at a
very young.
Then you got married at
And I was very good at anything. I was grasping, and it may be art, it may be basic rangoli. I would be the best person to do the rangoli. Tying flowers, I'll be the best. Painting, I liked all arts, and which was all helping me to grow my internal desire for the whole. Nature is nothing but all this, it's a combination of everything.
And the person behind this beautiful spiritual journey is your father.
Yeah, first and foremost. And my mother saw that we were all doing it correctly. You need some caning also. No? So she was a strict mother. So she used to take us. My father didn't have time. He was such a dedicated man. He never had time for even, he'll just say hello in the morning, and in the evening we'll see him, because we are all occupied in our things. And so it was our mother who was behind us, very strict mother. Even now she's there, very strict. And I am being the eldest. I was named Shobita because my father studied in Bengal. He named us Shobita, Suchitra, Sucharita, and Sai Prasad. He wanted a son. So Sai Baba blessed him with a son, so Sai Prasad. So you should have known now, Suchitra is my sister who's behind the vaccines, Bharat Biotech. She's the JMD. And Sucharita, she is doing charity, and people, she is getting back all the village people, all the gypsies, all the people. She gives them helping hand in upbringing them to that way. So we all three have chosen different paths, and my brother is working with Bharat Biotech, and he is connected with WHO, Sai Prasad, and he is the president of the developing countries of WHO.
So everybody in a way is contributing to the society.
That's how we have to take it. It's just a gift, We accept it humbly. Nothing, we don't show that we are great or nothing. We have been paved different. See, I am different, she is different, she is different, everyone have chosen a different path. It's nice to know that we are all somewhere into giving. It's not taking, we are trying to give back.
That's
absolutely that you always say that Lok Kalyan.
Yeah, Loka Kalyan. See, actually, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta means we only think humans are. No. We are all interconnected. We are all ecologically connected. Ecology is, the nature, the Panchabhutas, all this prapancha, all this material world, every living entity, we are 84 lakhs of species, not one. So 84 lakhs of species, we are one among them, humans. So how can we say we are superior? We have superior quality is the sixth sense, intellect, with which we can designate what we can do, who we are, what we are supposed to do, the reasoning power. Why am I like this? Who am I? What is the purpose of my life? All these things we can understand.
Mataji,
Yes.
here a question arises in the mind. Since humans, they call themselves so-called superior, which I don't agree in a way. And even if we got the reasoning, we got the power to think, we got feelings, we can express ourselves, and we can take care of other, like we got a lot of powers in a way, unlike animals and other beings. Why this devastation has happened by the hands of humans? What do you think?
Actually, feelings, you put the word feelings, all living entity has feelings. First we have to understand that. So that guna is known in spirit, like adhyatmic. Spiritual is somewhere nearing, it's not the exact way. That is sahanubhuti. If you have pain, I should feel your pain. If you have pleasure, I should take your pleasure as my pleasure. But in today's world, we have been deprived of all this contentedness. Even English people say content life is a continual feast. Why would they say that? So if you are content, you will always be happy. Where are we content now? If we earn this much, we will say next I have to be like him. We should not set goals in becoming rich or this thing. We should set goals how we have to conduct ourselves, what we have to take from the environment or from the society, whatever. It's not only taking, what we give. Your question is asking why we are being devastated. Why? Because our culture was devastated by the external rulers who invaded us. First it were the Islam, Mughals. I don't say any religion. The Mughal kings who invaded us, they tried to devastate us into a big way, which we our previous generation people, how much they were tortured, we don't know. We don't even know an iota of that. But still we are standing. That is the greatness. For more than 1,000 years we have been plundered, not only of our riches, of our traditional values. We were not allowed to pour jal for Ganga, from Ganga to Shivji. In the night they will go, in the south little, for us, but in the north lot of, they were closer to the northern regions. They were living in fear. We were all living in fear. So then came the British. They came to trade. We were small settlement people living in villages, conducting. See, when you live in a village, it is very environmentally friendly. It is very small people, group of people, and we understand each other. We know all the villagers. In the city, do you know all of them?
Not even my neighbor at times.
That is the thing. So we have been separated. We don't even have time for our family now, right? Why? We have neglected our duties because we thought this is becoming rich, becoming famous, becoming something in the society. I have to show to the society. This thing has been given to us not from our culture but from the western side. You see, ours was dana of anything. Our dharma itself was conduct yourself in such a way you will be uplifted, you will be benefited. How? Your health will be good, your mental capability will be good, you understand, and your spiritual enlightenment, self-realization. See, when we go to a Gurukul system, we learn everything there. The boys were sent to live with the gurus, and they used to live everything there, and the gurus will analyze the child and accordingly teach him. For him to make a living will be the last teaching. First teaching will be the enlightenment of the. So they will teach you first in the Gurukul who you are, what you are supposed to do, how you are supposed to behave. Without that strong base, they just teach you how you yearn, how you. Then this is happening now. This is the difference. Our demolition of our Gurukul system has brought this chaos and confusion. Now I hope you understand.
Yes,
has devastated everything.
Correct.
And our culture, the Gurukul system, they demolished the Macaulay's education. See, they were astonished to know that we had 72 lakh Gurukuls in India when they came. When the British came, we had 72 lakh Gurukul systems. And they demolished everything. They devastated it. They imposed their things. All that knowledge also was taken from here, there. Many people won't accept, but this is the true facts. And they wanted to abolish this system. And the main, not only that, the Gau culture, Gaumata, Gau Vishwasya Mataraha. Gau means Loka Kalyan. Gau Kalyan is Loka Kalyan. We say Loka Samasta Sukha. How will Loka be? All right. See, when the divine establishes this, we never established this prapancha. It was established by the divine will. That is his Leela we call. You can call him any name.
Any name.
That is up to us.
In a way
We have been given choice there also. You can trend any path. Wherever Hinduism they call, is there any rule that you have to follow this? We have given them also to live here. So were our kings. They came as traders, but our kings made them live here. Accept them and give them space, and they started ruling us. Okay. Even then, we used to have conduct, how that is what. In our war also we had principles. We were having principles. Our dharma always preached. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. What does that mean? If you follow the dharma is given to humans. All the other kingdom, animal kingdom, plant kingdom, they don't transgress. It is only we humans who transgress always. Basic. So dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. What does that mean? Dharma, when you follow dharma, that dharma will save you, protect you from all calamities at all times. So where do we understand dharma in today's education? That is the base for devastation. Today children, they have moral class also very little. Nobody teaches anything. So we have to impose our dharmic sessions to our children. Why? Early, to rise early to bed. This is also a saying in English, no? Makes a man what? Healthy. First health, then only wealthy, wise. You have to be wise to learn all these things. See, this was imposed in children. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlada says, in the womb he learned. Where did Abhimanyu learn to fight the Chakravyuha? Abhimanyu, Arjuna's son, from the womb of his mother. He learned. His mother slept off. So he couldn't hear properly how to come out of that. That's why he was killed. So learning starts not in the school, it starts in the mother's womb. That's why our mothers were taken care. Women were given so much importance in our culture. Which culture does give importance to women? They were women. My Guru Maharaj Sri Haridas Shastri Ji, whom I met him in Vrindavan, he used to tell women are the pillars of the society. Why? They can handle the children. They can take the children because the men are busy in their field of work, whatever it is. Agriculture is our work. Gau Krishi. Where is Gau now? Where is Krishi now? Chemical Krishi is going on. That is why we are disturbed. So we have to understand the basics where we went wrong. So if we now start going little, not 100%, little you change yourself, go to the basics. You learn the basics, where we are at fault, understand. Then we can slowly change. See, where there is a will, there is a way. So we will change. So people have to get this awareness, how we all became like that, how we were. Everything our culture has given, from mathematics, everything. Today NASA is telling the distance of sun from earth is this much. Our rishis have given long back. Even our Hanuman Chalisa says that sloka, I can give you all those, it will take long. How Hanuman travelled to sun.
Yes.
You understand? The timing, everything, the sound waves, Om, the sun emanates, Om is heard.
Yes.
And now they are giving as proof. So now we want proof. We had faith in our elders, rishis, grantha, scriptures, and we were accepting that it's not blindfolded. It was truth which was given to us.
Right.
So our forefathers handed over. There is a slokam, the Alvars, Yendai Tandai Tan Muttappan Elpadiyan in Tamil. Yendai, that means mine, Yen Tandai, my father, Yen Muttappan, my forefather, everybody practiced this, I am practicing this. This was our culture.
Yes.
Today,
It's all
all
exploited.
Western culture is imposed on us. See, ours is, we do something, we share it with everyone. If you grow rice, I grow dal, I give you dal and I take rice from you. It was sharing. Today is selling and making money. Their culture is like that.
Yes. Also, ma'am, everybody, you are known with the name Gaumata ji.
No, Gauma, that Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams, when I went with my sister, she was the board member there. So when I went, they said, you are named no Mataji and all, you are Gauma, they told me. So my name is Shobita actually, and they just titled me like that. So a lot of people call me Gauma, and some people call me Mataji. See, name doesn't matter.
Yes.
It is what we have to do. What we learned, we share with the society. And see, Loka Kalyan is, it's not I am contented. I want all of them to learn this and do that.
Also, that you have been working for Gaumata for a very quite
Yeah, I
long
learned
time.
a lot from my Guru Maharaj, and not only learning theory, I was practically, with the permission of my husband, which husband will leave the wife, I was very privileged in that way. And my children, I have 3 children. I have 2 daughters and 1 son. And they were all brought up by my mother-in-law. I have to be so thankful to her,
So
without
how many
which
years,
I
you
left
traveled?
Chennai at 24, Kanchipuram, at the age of 24. So that the long journey. After that, I went to Vrindavan. Then it was a complete change. Until then also I was, I was with some temples of ISKCON. I used to go do seva, learn a lot, and with my Sri Sampradaya I initiated. So I learnt a lot from all the acharyas. So many acharyas I have learnt.
If you can just tell about your life journey after you left Chennai to Vrindavan.
Yeah, I used to walk daily 25 to 30 kilometers with the 250 people, 1 elephant, 4-5 bulls, and 250 people all over the world. ISKCON, all over the world people are there. We used to chant, we used to just walk to the next village, give them whatever we know. It was so simple and humble. There was nothing that we wanted this. Wherever we were left, we used to sleep. Sometimes we'll sleep under a tree or under a tent. Somebody will give, some village will give us some place to live. So this was very nice. I loved it very much, and I never used to feel tired or exhausted and all. After reaching that place, we'll start around 4 o'clock in the morning. Then after a small puja, we'll start walking. Then in between at 8 o'clock, we'll have a Gita class, Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam class. Then they'll give us some little breakfast like chas and some khichdi, and then we'll walk again. We'll reach the destination. While walking, some devotees in ISKCON, they will do book distribution and all. Some will be chanting, some will be kirtan, some will be reading also. They'll sit in the vehicle, tractor and read and come. It was very nice, and we enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. That's how I could forget, I had small children, when I was 24 means I had children very early. So, how can a mother leave a child and go? So, I never felt that I've lost something and I'm going something. It was every day, it was something new I learnt and I understood, That travel made me learn a lot, how to be very, very humble, how we can live without anything. I hardly carried 2-3 saris with me and a chanting mala and Srimad Bhagavatam. And I walked with them, I'll always hold that cart which had 2 deities of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and ISKCON founder Prabhupada. So I used to walk with that cart barefoot. So this is how this journey taught me a lot of simplicity and humbleness. Acceptance with what we get. I want this. No. I got this, I am satisfied with this. This satisfaction plays a big role in all our lives. Understanding life, receiving the life, accepting the life, how we get it. If you always crave, I have to be this, if you don't get, you feel dejected. Yes. But here, whatever we get, tripti, that is known as tript. Yes. In Hindi, Sanskrit is tript. In our other languages, we are contented. That contentedness gives us more happiness, pleasure. You don't have worries. People, now children are so stressed. All the people are stressed, time conscious. We didn't have anything like that. We were not forced. As I told, my father never forced us to do anything. It's all what we were given. Freedom at the same time, we were even mentored, See, I came to know later when I traveled to US, only 2 cultures, Asian culture is so strong. They take the care of the children. They make them stronger base. They make them utilize the time in a right way. They are they are always under the watch of the parents. The Western children, they don't have that privilege. Our children, they are made to practice certain things from, they are having rigid rules. Rigid rules can take them higher. But today some theories are there. You cannot punish the child.
In Western culture, we see that there are a lot of rules that parents cannot guide their children in a proper way, but in India definitely it's better.
Of course, that is the main thing. And we had the joint family system. We had love and affection in the family. But today, even in India, that is breaking. We have becoming nuclear families. I need time. We need space. So I have, after visiting Western, I was not interested in Western visit also. But later on, at one stage, my Guru Maharaj said, you can go. So then only I started to go. And I learnt how our Indian children also, they feel why they came there, some. But some are very happy. They think, they are away from all these things. But no, they need guidance, parental guidance, elders' guidance. What is guidance? They have undergone a life. They have already led past this life. So their experiences with life is our guidance. So when we get it, we can make use of it. It may be right sometimes, it may be wrong sometimes. But mostly the elders' guidance is a very good thing, which they don't get there. See, in the US, the children, they go to school. The parents have to work there. So they cannot give time. Then after school, the parents also don't help them. They have to make a earning to pay the college fees. But Indian children, the parents take the burden of paying the college. They sacrifice. The parents sacrifice there. There, they feed them, till the schooling, then afterwards the child has to work, not all can support also there. So, that is why they get away, they don't have guidance, they are not, and they choose to do whatever they want. So, for us arranged marriage, we are seen how much they look into while giving a girl or taking a girl, how much, which family, background.
Yes.
This is all getting abolished even in our country now.
Right.
So, the times, they telling Western, see, we have to accept anything in the world, what is going to take us in the right way. It is not that blindly accept anything and everything. We have accepted their ways of living, clothing, food, everything. But food you take, our Ayurveda prescribes for us what? In this condition of weather, you take this food. In this condition of weather, you take this vegetable. All this is prescribed by Ayurveda. Now our yoga, Ayurveda, everything they are following, we are not following. So, we have to come back little, turn back, not come back, just turn back, understand and try implementing that, and we will benefit out of that. That is only Loka Kalyan. So, in this Loka Kalyan, Gaumata plays a major role. I can tell you that in big when we go to that topic.
So, as you have been to Western countries and we live in a very beautiful country, that's India, we have polluted our rivers, even though we treat them as our gods. Am I right? We call like Ganga Mata. So, why are we polluting? And if we see the condition in Western countries, the rivers and all, it's better. Why is it like that?
Our people are very still following the old customs with the new products. We are rivers where our Indus Valley civilization, Gangetic plan, we were all first river valley dwellers, then villages. Like that, rivers were our Jivanadi they call, rivers they call Jivanadi. That means they are the nerves of this, they bring alluvial soil, everything they bring, all the minerals with the water, everything. So, these rivers were revered. Everything in our, not only rivers, the mountains are revered. Arunachala, Bhadrachalam, this thing, Yadagiri Gutta here in Hyderabad, then Vrindavan, Govardhanagiri, Himalayas, Mansarovar, they are all mountains. Stavaram, Jangamam, everything is revered in our culture. A plant, Tulsi plant, Peepal plant, Banyan tree, every one, Bilva tree, Bel. Every one is respected, even a creeper, lata, pata, everything, even animals, the Gaumata, not only go, Bhairava dog is Bhairava, they call, snake, Nag, Garuda, Hanuman, everyone is respected, elephant, Gajaraja, Gajendra, Uchchaishrava is horse, everyone, not squirrel, Rama accepts squirrel's seva. So, everyone, Koyal, the Koyal cooks, all the poets have mentioned, every living entity is revered and respected. Like that our rivers also. Why? Because rivers are the main for cultivation and for our basic living, and they were respected. How? They will go to the river, take a dip, they will take little haldi kumkum. Haldi was made with turmeric original. Turmeric is scientifically, it can kill all the, that is why we used to apply turmeric, even ladies, and they will put that turmeric and kumkum made out of turmeric into the sea, they will into the river, and they will put that flower. Those flowers were very naturally grown to offer to the river. It is to pranam her. Sometimes some people will bring little gokshiram, that is milk, offered to the river. Okay, so you are giving us so much, we are revering you. And they used to use sometimes betel leaf or donna. Donna means those small not paper plates, that leaf plates. In that they will make them float. You would have seen in Ganga Aarti and all. Still they do it. But today they are using plastic plates. Then that pollution comes. All this gets sedimented, what we were using in the beginning, and the diyas, ghee, original ghee from the desi Gaumata. So that can generate oxygen. Today what we are using, we don't know. Everything is contaminated. Contamination. See, today they are using plastic. Plastic, it's not getting into the evolution. You understand? So the usage of things have to be changed. The reverence part should not be changed. And people started using such items. They don't know what they are using. They throw, they bring, they go to the shop, they buy plastic covers, with that they throw. They bring plastic bottles. All the rivers are with plastic now. All over the streets plastic. So this is all only is a very change we have to bring. We have to understand what to use and what. So the part of reverence to the river should not stop. But usage of items should be applied, learnt and applied accordingly. So that time the leaves, they all flow away. They'll go just stand in the side of the thing. But now plastic, what happens? The fish eat plastic. It doesn't know. Yeah, everything. They will feed, in Vrindavan I have seen, they will feed, they'll make small balls of atta. The shopkeeper, he'll bring atta from his mother, one handful. He'll make goals. He'll write Ram, 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 Ram. He'll cut Ram, 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 keep inside one atta and feed the fish and come. He'll say, Mataji, ab baito mai Yamuna ji mein kachua, that tortoise and fish I'll feed and come. So this culture we have to retain. But we should know what we are giving to them. See, giving atta to the fish is very good, but we should give the right thing. Now Parsis, they don't cremate or they don't bury. They just put this thing for the bodies, dead bodies, up. Now the vultures come and eat on them. But now, because we have medication, so much of all these tablets, those birds are not coming to eat the dead bodies. In Bombay and all, they have those places, Parsis. That is their culture, Zoroaster culture. So why? It is full of medication. We are feeding biscuits to the dogs. We don't know what that biscuit is made up of.
Everything is adulterated.
Yes.
Even nowadays we don't get pure milk also.
Yeah, milk. They don't know what is pure milk. Anything white is not milk.
True, very true.
So they have to understand. That is why learning is one part. Understand what you learn, and application is the main part. So we should know where we are at fault. All of us are doing. We have to know where we are lacking. See, we used to cook in mud pots, Today anybody interested to cook in mud pots? No. So where will we had people, only certain people, kumhars. What is their livelihood? Today in my village near Kanchipuram, that kumhar is saying, my son is an engineer, Amma. I said, who will take care of your culture, our culture? That's gone, Amma. Nobody wants to buy. How will we make a living? My family has to survive. Everyone, all fields, it is the same. So all our culture is devastated. We used to have dobies, we never had washing machines.
Yes.
And our dobies, I know because of my grandmother's house, I know they used to bring the mud from the river and make washing, no soap. And they used to boil the cloth, steam the cloth. So it was so hygiene. They never polluted rivers that time. The population was the same. But now, because we are all too much in one city, this is not possible. The sewage, natural only is good. But today
And the present day kids, they don't even know about all of
No,
this.
they don't know. They know where to get things. Go to the mall, go to
Yes.
the supermarket. They only
Online
packets. They
shopping
say.
and all
Now
of
it's
this.
online.
And now it's not
Online.
even that online shopping.
Yes.
So so we have to create such societies or places where they come and learn. So we are trying to bring up some awareness projects.
We need to preserve our culture.
Yeah.
Right. And
Preservation
That was
of
my
it.
question. How do we do this?
Yeah,
That is the big
that is
question.
why see, lot of people are doing in many ways. I'm not saying nobody is doing. Some part of people are interested in this and they are putting in so much, but we don't need that. We don't have that much this thing. So what everyone individually, if I want to do, I should have all that support. No? So we are trying to bring up some projects like that just to give awareness. It will be a non-profit organization but sustainable. We are bringing projects like that. So we will be implementing those projects very soon. We are starting it from Kanchipuram and we are going to implement with our friends in Hyderabad also. So slowly, and now animal husbandry has come forward to help us also. And with all the support of the big sadhus, because they only, if they tell, other people will listen, of all communities. See, nature is same for, it does not treat you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are a Hindu, you are a rich man. We all breathe the same air.
Absolutely.
Is there any differentiation?
No.
Does the air say I will go only into a rich man's nose? No. So we have to understand we are all one. We all have to live peacefully and harmoniously in this world.
Great thoughts.
For that we have to share whatever it is, share knowledge. If you have enormous wealth, share it in the right way. So all these things, grains, you share. People, what they are doing, I don't know that much, but I hear they keep the grains, stock it, and they give it when it's a demand for a higher price. So that was not our culture, no better.
Everything is
That is greed.
business now.
Yeah, business is mostly greed. So that kama, krodha, moha, mada, matsarya, lobha, all these qualities get washed away when you are in the Gurukul system. So you share.
It's
Whatever
well,
it
it's
is.
well said that sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, of course. You are really concerned about our, we are all concerned. That's why we are coming to speak out. Otherwise, what am I bothered? Whoever does whatever, he is going to repent for it, reap it. It may be good or bad. Whatever activity, we get the same result, no? If we do good. So if we conduct ourselves well, we are going to reap that well. It's basic understanding. Understanding has to change. And if they apply that, they'll all come up. Everyone has to be content, See, affordability, everybody cannot, How we get into this circle of samsara, which is called, it is said that our actions designate our next janma. That is our philosophy. Our Shastras prominently say that. That is why we have given code of conduct, Manusmriti, Manu Dharma. It's how you, code of conduct is how you behave, how you treat others, everything, how you treat your children, how you treat your parents, how you treat your sakas, your friends, how you treat your foes, no foe, but if at all you have a foe, how you treat him also. Everything, we have dharma. Even in warfare we had dharma. After the warfare they'll all be friends. They'll all sit and eat together. But that was all spoiled, by the other invaders. They came and backstabbed us against. So all our dharma was demolished by the invasions. And we have been withstanding, still upholding our dharma to this extent is great. Our people are great. That only when you go and live in the north, you will understand that. They still live for dharma. And they are ready to give up everything for the dharma. And that only our spiritual guidance, our Mahatmas, our Sadhu, our Sangh, they are because of their strength we are able to withstand all this.
There's a lot to learn from you, ma'am, but I guess time won't be sufficient in this episode.
One
We'll
last
continue.
question I want to know, like we had this country cow, right, which is the original form of cow. It has been modified now due to, I mean, scientific ways or some other ways for getting more milk, making it business in a way.
I will just explain it. Actually what happened, the Britishers came to know, we did not have, until the Muhammad invaders came, we didn't have problem. They were only trying to slaughter. They even stopped, a lot of Muslim kings stopped, you know, even Akbar and many kings stopped slaughter. But when the British came, you know, they wanted to take this Gaumata, they started slaughter. That was the main drawback for our country. One thing. Second, our country people never used to eat beef. Okay, others they will eat goat and fish and other things, eggs and all, but they never used to eat beef. For us, Vishwamata, they won't be cruel towards the mother. And our system also, we have to understand, ours is a herbivorous system. I think you know all that. And why this change had happened, they thought this cow is giving so much abundant, why don't we take this cow to our country? So when they took, they could take, in those days not this much logistics and infrastructure, no. When the British came 250 years they were here. They initially, when they took in 18th century, they could take a few, and what they thought, we will mutant it. They first took to Jersey, is a forest. That is what these things give us, what we have collected, our people. And the Jersey pig has been mutated with this. So it got more of that qualities. It is giving milk. It has 4 bags like the cow, everything. But that milk does not have the chemical properties like beta season and all those things. That's A1 and A2, and that also they never named it indigenous milk. Only Indian breed cows can give that because of the humped cows.
That A2 milk is digestible by humans,
Digestible,
but
by
A1
A1 is not. So now we are taking A1 according to them. That is, we call Western cows, you know, the Jerseys, the Hefners, the Holsteins, all these. And now our people started mixing our cow and that cow. So what is the product? Where is Gau Kalyan? Gau Kalyan is Loka Kalyan. How, I will explain to you in our next thing. So this Gaumata has been interlinked like hybrid, now genetically modified food. It is going to disrupt our system.
It has actually.
It has already, and lot of after effects, side effects are coming. So people have to understand that and come back here again.
You have beautifully explained it. I'm
Yeah.
really thankful to you for your time. A great learning with you.
Okay.
In fact, I didn't feel like we were having
I
a
don't know.
discussion.
In Tamil, Thiruvalluvar says, Kattradu kaiman alavu, kalladadu ulagalavu. That means what we have acquired as knowledge is inside our mutti. This.
Right.
What we don't know is the whole universe outside. So we are all in the learning process.
That's really great thoughts.
And there are a lot of
Thank you.
tape backs from you, and the audience watching this is going to
right.
learn a lot of things from
Hopefully, we are
Thank you
all
so
here
much,
for
Mataji,
that.
for joining us.
Yeah, thank
It
you
was a
so
pleasure having
much.
you on board.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely have more discussions in future because there's a lot to discuss with you, a lot to learn from you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, viewers, for
Thank you
joining
so
us. Thank you for watching this video, and I request you to like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you for watching.
And do not forget to visit our website www.pmcenglish.com.